There are moments in life when forgiveness feels impossible, when the wounds are still fresh, and every breath carries the weight of what someone did to us. We replay their words, their silence, their betrayal, like an endless film that refuses to stop. And somewhere deep inside, we whisper, "I will never forgive them. They don't deserve it." It feels like strength to hold that boundary, to protect our hearts from being broken again, to say, "I remember what you did, and I won't let it happen again." And for a while, that feels like power, because pain, when held tightly enough, can disguise itself as control. It feels safe. But slowly, that safety becomes a cage, and we begin to live inside our hurt. But forgiveness is not about pretending it didn't hurt. It's not about forgetting or saying that what they did was okay. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is quiet strength, the kind that doesn't shout, but breathes. It's the soft courage to choose peace, even when pain is easier to hold. When you forgive, you are not saying, "I'm fine." You're saying, "I choose peace over poison." Because anger, when kept too long, turns heavy into bitterness, exhaustion, and walls. It begins to shape how we trust, how we love, how we live. It becomes a barrier between us and life itself. Forgiveness is the moment you decide to stop carrying that weight. You realize that holding on doesn't protect you. It only ties you to the pain. The more you grip it, the deeper its roots grow. And somewhere along the way, you stop fighting them and start fighting yourself. So forgiveness is not weakness. It's courage, quiet and invisible. It takes strength to face your pain and choose not to let it define you. It takes wisdom to see that letting go is not losing, but returning to peace, to freedom, to yourself. When forgiveness begins, it can feel like breaking, like the walls you built are falling apart. You might cry, you might feel lost, you might even feel guilty, as if forgiving means forgetting your pain. But forgiveness doesn't erase, it transforms. Pain doesn't vanish, it changes shape. It turns from a wound into a scar, something that still belongs to you, but no longer controls you. And one day, you realize, forgiveness was never about them. It was always about you, because they may never say sorry, they may never change, but you deserve peace. You deserve to be free from what broke you. Forgiveness is how you give yourself that gift. When you forgive, you take your power back. You say, "What happened to me will not decide who I become," because life will always bring pain. People will disappoint us. Words will wound us. But forgiveness lets us walk through the fire without turning to ash. It's not about weakness. It's about release. You release the hope that the past could be different. You release the illusion that revenge will bring peace. You release the need for them to heal what they broke. And in that release, you rise, not above them, but beyond the pain. Sometimes forgiveness begins as a whisper. "I'm tired of hurting." You don't have to forgive all at once. You just have to be willing to soften, willing to let light touch the dark inside you. That's how healing begins. Because forgiveness is not a single moment. It's a practice, a journey back to your own heart. Each time you remember and choose peace, you free yourself a little more. Each time you release anger, you reclaim a piece of yourself. And one day, you realize what once consumed you is now just a distant echo. You begin to love without fear. You stop waiting for others to make it right, because you've already made it right within yourself. And in that calm, you discover something sacred, that forgiveness is not a gift you give to others, but a gift you give to your soul. Forgiveness remembers, but remembers differently. It looks back not with rage, but with understanding, not reopening the wound, but honoring the strength it took to heal. It says, "This shaped me, but it did not destroy me." And in that truth, you find freedom, not because the pain disappears, but because you are no longer chained to it. You learn that real strength is quiet. It lives in the soft decision to let go, to breathe, to move forward with love instead of resentment. There is immense power in gentleness. There is quiet bravery in choosing peace. And there is deep freedom in forgiveness. When you stop carrying what was never yours to hold, your heart grows lighter, your spirit rises, and the world, the same world that once hurt you, begins to feel softer again. So tonight, if your heart is tired from holding on, remember this: you are not weak for forgiving. You are healing. You are releasing. You are freeing yourself from the storm. Let forgiveness be your quiet revolution. Let it be the way you come home to yourself. Because forgiveness is not weakness, it is strength, the kind that transforms pain into peace and turns suffering into wisdom. And when you finally forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free, you'll feel it, the soft breath of emotional freedom moving through your chest. And in that moment, you'll know you didn't lose anything by letting go. You gained yourself. You found peace. You became whole again. Because forgiveness was never weakness. It was strength, quiet, pure, and infinite.